Good morning, this is Sheila from My Cardstock Creations mini album, and this video is for the Pretty in Pink photo album, and we're going to be working on the first page, and I'll show you what that looks like. So on the first page there are two large flaps, one on either side, and a big pocket behind the flaps. Alright, put this aside. So for this page, you're going to need one of the base pages that we're going to be working on. And what happened to my magnets? You're going to need a couple of magnets. And let's get started with building the page. All right. Okay. So first we're going to attach the flaps. And there are two flaps. And they measure 5 inches by 8 inches, excuse me, and you're going to score 1/2 inch on one of the short sides to form your little hinge. All my sticky notes. Okay, so I'm just going to trim off the corners. Now my tutorial, the PDF book, is step by step, and I have plenty of pictures. I have all the exact measurements for you, and the book follows the videos, I should say. Alright, so now we're going to attach one flap to one side, make sure it's even, burnish that down. Now we'll attach the other side. You can use score tape if you like, but when I construct my books, I rather use tape, glue rather than tape, because the tape sometimes gets stuck on your photo mats, or it doesn't hold securely, especially in warmer weather. Alright. There you go, the flaps. Before I go any further, I'm going to attach, excuse me, my magnets, because I do not want to forget. Now, I have said before, I got these tiny little magnets, and they're very, very strong. And they work very well for pages and pockets. You get them on, I got mine on eBay. They come from China, and they're called Earth Magnetite or something like that. Heavy duty magnets, and they're only like a millimeter size, but they work very well in your books. I wouldn't use them to close like your covers, because they're not that strong for that, unless you use tons of them, but you don't want to waste money. Alright, so I'm just going to place my magnet where I want it, and I always use a piece of tape. Now, to match the other magnet on this side, what I do, it depends on what paper you're using. I take my white gel pen and I will scribble a little gel pen on top of the magnet and fold this over. And then that's where I know to attach my other magnet. Now for these, I always lay my magnet on top of the other magnet to make sure I place it down right, because you don't want them like going away from each other. Your page won't close right. So you got to make sure they are going the right direction. And there you go. So let's open it up, and we're going to attach the pocket. Okay, for the pocket, it measures 3 by 9 inches, and you're going to score a ½ inch on either side. Fold those over, and we're going to trim the corners. If you do choose to buy my tutorial booklet, please let me know how you like it. If there's any suggestions on making it better, you can always leave me a comment on my website, which is mycardstockcreations.com. Okay, we're going to lay it down. And make sure you're not like right on top of the score lines for the flaps, because you want your flaps to close nicely. Okay, let's see how that works. Perfect. All right. Oh, this ain't staying down. Okay, so now we can go ahead and put our decorative papers down. Now, oh, I was supposed to put this down first, I suppose. So I'm going to pause for a moment, and I'm going to trim that out. All right. So let's add our decorative papers. If you choose to use your score tape, just be mindful of the tape. Make sure there's no tape sticking out, because you don't want your pages to be stuck together. Okay. Now for the flaps, just making sure these are right. And Alright, I had to make an adjustment. These pages are actually, the decorative pages are actually 4 by 3/4 inches by 7 1/4 inch, and I had it 7 3/4 inch, but that's wrong, so I had to fix that. Alright, so we're going to attach our decorative pages to the flaps. Let's see, what do I have here? Alright. I'm going to put these ones on the front. Now, be careful when you're adding your papers, if you have a design that you have to be careful if it's upside down or not, because you don't want it upside down in the book. So you have to be mindful of that. Do the inside. I like to use glue, but that takes longer, so I'm just using tape just for the purpose of these videos, because I don't want it to take any longer, you know. So that's why I like to use score tape when I'm doing the videos, especially when I'm attaching the decorative papers. But if you're making pockets and stuff, I wouldn't use the score tape, because you don't want your tags and photo mat sticking to the tape. Alright, so that's the pocket. And now we'll attach it to the first page in the book. And they are a little bit shorter than the actual page, because I wanted my decorative edge here to show. So I am going to use score tape and glue to make sure my page is glued down good, because you don't want it to fall apart. And I like this Aleene's tacky glue because it holds a little bit better, especially when you're working. You don't want to have to wait for the glue to dry all the time. Alright, so lay it down on your page. Make sure you leave enough room at the bottom, because you don't want it to prevent your page from bending over like that. Alright, so there you have it. That's the first page. Alright, hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit the like button. And when we get back next time, we'll be working on page 2. You enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching.